Hello there, welcome back to another video, and this is the start of a new series, and I'm calling this series called as This or That. Now the idea behind this particular series is basically generally I've seen in a lot of my comments, and I reply back to almost all of the comments that are there on my channel, on my videos. So most common question that I kind of get is I'm planning to buy this X perfume, but I'm confused between X and Y. Can you tell me which one should I choose? Okay, and more, generally there are reviews, individual reviews for these fragrances, but still people kind of get confused, and generally this is the most type of comments that I see, that I'm confused between X and a Y perfume, can you help me do this? So I've realized that generally this kind of questions is revolving around only a certain type of fragrances, and they're generally not clones. So generally we do a clone comparison or something like that, but these are like, generally between two different fragrances, and or something like, or maybe a budget point or something like that, right? So I'm trying to address this, and I have a lot of video ideas that I can probably answer these kind of questions. Like for example, today we are discussing between Zeleny, Kaaf and Azure Royal, okay, and maybe a blue oud and an ignite oud, or most common otherwise is Club de Nuit intense versus Supremacy not only intense, Havas ice versus Havas, these kind of various types of between these two products kind of a question, right? And this series will be basically looking at answering these kind of questions, and I hope this will help you get a lot of clarifications and help you make a purchase decision whenever possible, right? On that note, let's get into this review. You're watching the Perfume Experience. My name is Rodney. Let's get going right after this. Alright, welcome back, and the three fragrances that we're discussing today is one is Azure Royal. Okay, so this is the most common one, and then of course we're looking at Zeleny, okay, and the big one that is here is the Kaaf. Okay, now very quickly let me explain the scent profiles of each one of them, just to give you a good idea of what they are. So Azure Royal here. Now Azure Royal is basically a strong, musky, slightly sweet type of a fragrance. Okay, has a very good inclination towards an oceanic, musky, strong type of a fragrance. Okay, the scent profile is very strong, very nice. It's a clean, neat kind of a scent, and in the dry down it kind of goes towards a little bit more muscular approach, has a little bit of a sweeter opening. If you like Ortho Parisis, Magamer, that type of a fragrance, then you will find a similar type of a vibe in this as well, where the musk is a little like that. Okay, very nice, overly beautiful kind of a fragrance. Now Azure Royal does a good amount of performance as well, so it actually performs really well. You will get about 8 hours roughly at least. You projects for about 3 feet. If you do about 2.5 feet, 2.5 feet of projection for the first 45-50 minutes time. In fact, if you just do about 3 sprays, you get fantastic performance out of Azure Royal. Now Azure Royal's price point is approximately, I think, close to about 2,000 rupees roughly. I mean, that is something that you can debate or figure out what works. Now, where is this suitable for? This is excellent for office wear. This is extremely good for outdoor use. All of those elements, it will work really good. Okay, so Azure Royal has that. Now when you compare this with Zeleny, okay, in to some extent, I feel the DNA of both of these fragrances are slightly similar. However, Zeleny basically has a lot of fruity opening. Okay, it has more sour type, sweet sour type of a opening, along with a lot of passion fruit, strawberry, raspberry, that kind of a tart kind of an opening. But you do get that nice musk. You do get that strong, oceanic musk vibe that you kind of get in Azure Royal as well. So think about Azure Royal having added a lot of fruity elements is what you get in Zeleny. Now Zeleny also is a super performer. You will easily get about 7 hours plus. Again, projection is similar, the performance is similar. What you get is a slightly different scent profile, and the price point again is almost the same. Okay, probably this one goes a little bit more than that, but otherwise both are very similar in terms of their quality of scent, quality of the musky approach that you get. It's just that this has a bit more fruity element, a lot more fruity tart element, whereas this does not have those fruity elements but has a lot of the sweeter element, that you would kind of want. So Azure Royal. Okay, now when you compare these two fragrances, let me keep them here, and when you think about Kaaf. Okay, now Kaaf is completely different to the both. Okay, completely different, doesn't have any likeness to this. In fact, this has a lot more sweeter accord to it, has a lot more citrus accord to it, has a lot of fresh vibe to it, has a lot of powdery elements to it, and less on the oceanic musky kind of a nature that you get on those two fragrances. This musk here is a lot more different, has a lot of floral vibes to it as well. So this is more of a citrusy, floral, soapy, musky, that kind of a scent profile, which is very, very good. Now the beauty of Kaaf is that it actually works very well because this is more mass pleasing as a DNA. Okay, definitely a lot more mass pleasing, and you kind of get, let's say for example, you get about performance of 8+ hours, 7 to 8+ hours. Outdoor also it works really, really well. It is a scent that is very unisex as well, and overall this is a very good value for money kind of a scent. Okay, now again, people, when you compare these three fragrances, if you think about a citrusy, fresh, slightly floral, powdery, musky kind of fragrance, then this is Kaaf is the answer for you. Okay. If you want a clean, sweeter, muskier, stronger, lot stronger, and a very unique signature smell, this is Azure Royal. Along the lines of Azure Royal, you want a fruity touch, you want a sweet, sour type of an opening, a lot of raspberry tart kind of fruits with a similar type of performance, then Zeleny is the way to go. Okay. Now, all three of them, in my opinion, are extremely good for outdoor usage as well, but you can wear all three of them for office as well. You will get noticed, you will get compliments, all of that. Okay. Now, if you were to just pick one element out of this and say which is the most unique DNA in this, I would say this. Zeleny definitely has the most unique DNA compared to the other two fragrances. So that way you get something very different, something that is easily giftable. You can wear it all the time. All of those activities are perfectly fine. Okay. So what else is the question? What is the age group? Age group, I think all of them can be worn by everybody. Okay, if you're a college going student, this will be very, very good, because let's say you're in a co-ed college and you have a lot of women folks around you, then I think a lot of them would like this DNA, versus if you are in an office environment, and I think this is a little more mature that way, this is a little more sophisticated. Zeleny, on the other hand, is something that is a little bit more feminine leaning as well. So if you're a woman and you're looking to wear something, you want to cut away from those floral fragrances, soft fragrances that are made for women, but you want something totally little more bolder, sharper, then definitely Zeleny will be one of them. Okay, all three are at the price point of about 2,000 rupees roughly. Okay, and we are changes to our decants list as well, so I will try adding this to decants whenever possible. All right, so that was this particular video, very quick and brief to tell you about the three fragrances and what are the type of combo. Let me know what other fragrances that you would like me to compare between the two. Okay, they are not exactly clones, they are basically a confusion that I would want to clear. So if this is a type of video that you like, then definitely share this with a lot of people. Hit the subscribe button, definitely put a comment and let me know what are your thoughts about a video like this, right? I'll see you on another one. Until another time, take care. Bye-bye.